Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
Said they're not gonna comp the meal. We just did a whole video with a whole professional cameraman. Bill's $246.
Look, I think we all know influencers can be annoying sometimes, but in 2025, it's reached a whole new level. We're talking hairstylist influencers charging 10x the normal price because they built a brand. Influencers walking into small businesses expecting everything for free and then acting shocked when somebody says no. People getting caught straight up lying to their audience and pretending like it's just part of the hustle. And the worst part, half of it is being exposed by random bystanders who film what's really happening behind the scenes. The cringe poses, the fake candid moments, the entitlement that kicks in the second the camera stops recording. Somewhere along the line, influencers' egos got bigger than their actual influence. So today, we're breaking down how influencers became truly unbearable and why the industry is kind of eating itself alive. Now, I want to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts on this insanity down in the comments section below. Otherwise, let's get right into today's episode.
This girl paid over $4,000 for Hair by Chrissy to do her hair. She's given an honest review.
This girl paid an influencer over $4,000 to do her hair? I know I'm not going to know much about hairstylists and the women's beauty industry, but in what world are we now normalizing $4,000 to do hair? Am I crazy here? Girls, let me know. Women, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this.
And wait till you hear what she has to say and how Hair by Chrissy responds to this review. And this girl even posted her receipt to show the breakdown of the price and how they got to the $4,000, and it is going to shock you. In the video, she talks about how Chrissy only touched her hair for about 60 seconds.
She touched my hair for 60 seconds.
She came over, saw what she wanted to be done, told about 10 different people what to do on her hair, and then basically left.
You walk in, she touches your hair, asks you what you want, then she tells everyone what to do on your hair.
She says one of the biggest reasons she's upset is because she thought she's getting her hair done by Chrissy, and that was not the case unless you're famous or a big influencer, that you don't actually get your hair done by Chrissy herself.
You're not famous and you go to Chrissy, she doesn't actually spend time on your hair.
But Chrissy has responded to this, and watch the first little clip and how she does what she does and then literally walks away. You can see her walking away. Watch her walk away.
One clip?
So her total is $4,000.
I gotta pause this. Wait, hold on. Her freaking head's blocking it.
$216.61. And it was $2,974 for Chrissy to do.
Are these actually correct prices? Like, are these reasonable? I gotta know where she's located. Maybe California. So just for this influencer beauty hairstylist named Chrissy to do your hair, she's charging a Chrissy fee of $3,000. The only things I can see here: ammo repair serum, $36, and let's see what we can see on the rest. But a total of $4,216.
Your hair, and the girl claims that Chrissy only touched her hair for 60 seconds.
Wow. Absolutely wow. Now I got to go back. So her head's essentially blocking the prices, but we can get a general consensus of what she's charging. What coconut cream is a $600 treatment? I don't understand that part. And then the other stuff seems to be a little bit cheaper. But you know what's the craziest part about this whole thing is that girl was willing, totally okay with spending over $4,000 to get her hair done if the influencer actually did her hair. The only reason she's upset about this entire thing that I am able to understand is not because of the price. It's because the influencer didn't do her hair. You can only charge what people are willing to pay. So it's us consumers that are telling her what she can get away with here. And that's how she's capable of charging over $4,000. And again, people seem to be okay with paying that. So maybe $4,000 to get your hair done isn't unreasonable, especially if it's a celebrity or someone like that that's doing it to you. But it seems like because Chrissy is getting so popular that it's becoming harder for her to manage all of these clients that are coming in. So what she has is kind of a rotation of different girls getting their hair done from her team. And then she runs around to each person and just kind of personalizes it, you know, to show that she's had some interaction with it. And I guess some people are getting pissed. But this video is going so viral because people are floored with how expensive it is now for influencers to charge this price. And while some influencers let their ego and their influence get to their head and inflate their head, others, it could essentially be reasonable. Like, I don't necessarily see a issue with charging $4,000 if people are willing to pay for it. You know, if you are that popular and there's a line out the door, you can essentially charge these prices. If you don't want her to do your hair, go somewhere else. I wanted to read a couple of the comments that people had left on that TikTok video. And someone said, genuine question. Okay, I guess I've got an answer for this. Who the hell even has $4,000 to spend on anything, let alone hair? Yeah, we've made videos on the cost of living insanity. And if you guys haven't seen those videos, I highly recommend you check them out. Just that everything is so expensive. Who in the world even has $4,000 to spend on this sort of luxury? And that makes me think, how old is this girl to begin with? She doesn't look a day over like 19 years old. Where is she getting $4,000 from? And who told her that it's okay to spend all of that to get her hair done that only is going to last 6 months, a year tops, and then you got to do it all over again? Charging $4,000 is criminal. Also, why are they charging for detangler? I didn't even see that price. Like, I wonder. So here's the thing. It's like, this is why this whole influencer culture and the influencer insanity world is certainly changing things here, because she says charging $4,000 is criminal, but if people are willing to pay it, then it doesn't seem to be that unreasonable. And the only reason I'm going to play the devil's advocate here is because I'm kind of in that niche. I like to call myself a de-influencer to bring everybody back down to reality. I do personally think $4,000 to get your hair done is absolutely insane. But again, she's got a line out the door of people willing to pay this to be on. It's like, you're not just paying for her hair. There's a lot more to it. You're paying for the persona, you're paying for the environment, you're paying to get a personal, and that's really where majority of this money is. She's charging $3,000 essentially for like a meet and greet, and the hair is just a way for her to make it into a business. So you're paying several $1,000s to meet Chrissy, this influencer, this hairstylist, influencer, celebrity in that niche and that realm. And you're also, I don't know how true this is, because I assume she's also posting some of her clients on her social media pages. And some people are fascinated by, you know, being on a huge page and saying, oh, look, that's me. Oh, look, I'm getting tons of comments. Or maybe it's a push for your own social media. If you're trying to grow your own social media and you have a TikTok or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, and this girl is willing to promote you, because that's maybe part of the gig, to go on her TikTok, then that could also be built into the price, the $4,000 that she's charging.
I look like shit and I really don't give a fuck, but y'all are—
All right, hold on. If you have kids that are watching this video, I know I try to be as PG as possible, kid friendly. I'm just telling you right now, this specific video, she's got a potty mouth. She's going to curse a lot. So, you know, hold your kids' ears if they're watching right now.
Trying to piss me off because yes, I got my hair done by Chrissy. Yes, I got my hair done by Chrissy. Yes, oh my fucking gosh. No, I didn't pay. No, it was free. It was free. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. It was free. Okay, we did content exchange and now I'm getting DMs and comments and I'm having to delete shit. People telling me my hair looks like ass cheeks and all this shit. Meanwhile, like I thought it was pretty. I loved it and I still do love it. I mean, it's oily as fuck right now, but like I still love it. To give y'all what you want, to tell y'all about my experience as an influencer, whatever, my hair was free. I messaged the assistant just like that girl did. We were texting back and forth. I told her I wanted new hair extensions. She told me it would come out to—
Pausing it. My hair currently looks like these two pics. I have 2 rows of sewn-in 24-inch hair extensions. Great, thanks. Chrissy's extensions and colors are around $4,000. Oh my God. Hair extensions and color is $4,000 to $4,500. Sound good. Does she not do trades by any chance with content creators, or does that part depend on certain factors? Shoot, not really, but what's your TikTok? Now, this girl specifically, when I looked, has over 2 million followers. So she's got a pretty big influence on social media. So that's how she's gotten this for free.
3,500 to 4,000. I was like, holy shit, that's fucking insane.
Y'all, I'm in contact with Hair by Chrissy's assistant, and tell me why she said to get your hair done is between $4,000 to $5,000.
But then thankfully, since I do TikTok, since I do social media, we did content exchange. So I did not pay for the services that I got. Did Chrissy touch my hair? Yes, she did. Chrissy cut my hair. She curled my hair. Her team as well also did my hair. Between the assistant, I did ask who's going to be doing my hair because I was like, oh shit, like, I don't even know who's going to do it. Like, I'm just getting an appointment, blah, blah. And she ended up telling me Chrissy and her team. Her team did my hair extensions. Girls colored it. Girls blow dried it, whatever. And Chrissy just told them what to do. And for me, I really wasn't upset. But like, again, I also didn't pay like this girl did. So I don't know what my experience is going to do. Her team was really sweet. I love talking to all the girls. I love talking to her assistants. They were super sweet, super funny. They were all so fucking beautiful. Chrissy was busy. Chrissy was making her rounds because there was a lot of people getting their hair done. And it wasn't just me at the salon. So I just think it's kind of crazy that like I'm literally getting fucking attacked right now all because I went to Hair by Chrissy. Like, bitch, I know $44,000 is fucking insane. I wouldn't have paid that. Like, I know that's fucking wild. But attacking me on my account is just insane. Like, that shit, chill.
So I guess that girl making that video kind of blew the lid off everything. And now anyone that did work with her is getting outed and everyone's trying to save face on the internet here. There's a lot to discuss and go over with that girl specifically here. She's an influencer for start, and I don't think it's unreasonable to take advantage or use the business you created, whether it was easy or hard or not. She's got an account with 2 million followers on here. If she's willing to trade and barter with another content creator for some service, for some publicity, I don't see it being an entire issue here. Yeah, $4,000 is a ton of money. But then on Chrissy's side, I also understand like, hey, she's a businesswoman. At the end of the day, she's running and operating a business. And think about it. If she is one person, which she is, how many hair extensions and color can she do in a day? Maybe 2. Ooh, sorry. I almost put that finger up. 2 to 3 people max. So now we're talking about her budget, the amount of money she could possibly make being extremely limited to 3 people. But if she opens her own business and has 12 chairs and 12 people in each chair, and she does rounds to every single person, now it just 10x or 12x her sales. So I understand it from that point. Maybe there should be some disclosure that, she's having her team also work on it, and it's not going to be just specifically Chrissy. Maybe she needs to make that more clear, because some girls are really truly only going there for the sole purpose of interacting and meeting and having a personal one-on-one experience with this content creator. So it's interesting. Now, I hate to break it to everybody, but that's just how the influencer world works. Many a times people are willing to trade. Sometimes you're going to see later on in this video how not all businesses are willing to trade their product or service for content, and it can kind of backfire on you as a creator. Now, I also have a TikTok, and I have fun messing around with certain videos like that. And I stumbled across TikTok Shop, where you can receive products, free products, spend hours recording, editing, and uploading them, and posting that content, and then you get a commission off the affiliate. I did it for fun, and it's slowly growing into something bigger, and it's fun, but that's kind of the trade-off. Some companies are willing to send you their product in exchange for you creating content. That content can take me hours to make depending on the product. And then I can keep the product, I can sell the product, but that is the barter for me doing this with my time. Fair or not, that's part of it. And that's why I think everybody should take advantage of the social media and the opportunities out there and start your own content, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and build a personal brand, because this is where the world is going in this digital revolution. So it's awesome, and you guys should take advantage of it. But it's certainly an interesting situation these women have got themselves into. So I want to hear from you again. What is your thoughts on this? They charge so much because they have to make up for the free hair for content creators. LMAO. That's an interesting point too. I don't think that's what's happening here, but even if it is, people are willing to pay it. Who's Chrissy? So you have to be famous. Yeah, I don't think people realize it, but it's really crazy how it works. When you're a celebrity or you get influence, or you become an influencer, businesses are willing to send you products or pay you to promote their service or their product. That's why many celebrities don't carry name brand stuff. You know, that's why in the NBA and the NFL drafts and stuff on the table, do you see, you know, bottles and stuff because they're sponsoring it, or they refuse to put bottles, you know, Prime Energy drink, Diet Coke, Pepsi, whatever it is next to them, Gatorade, because they know that if they see that next to them, their sales are going to go huge. People are going to think, oh, that's what he likes. Oh, that's what he does. Oh, that's what he drinks. And I want to be like him. So you can see how there's money to be made here by the affiliation people have with brands and products and services and things like that. Oh, this girl again, who doesn't actually swallow her food in her mukbangs. Let's be very close.
The chocolate ones are way better than the vanilla.
I heard her swallow that time. I'm not sure. I'm still not
always
convinced.
Gonna love a fudgy cosmic brownie.
I gotta go back. Let's rewind this and see if she's actually swallowing her food, because her face was like puffy, and then the food was gone. So look at this. She eats it. It's in her mouth. And it vanishes. She doesn't even swallow it. What I am noticing is these mukbangers are getting called out for not chewing and eating their food and pretending that they are. That what they're doing, they're going to great lengths to protect themselves, where they are off camera recording swallowing sounds and then overlaying that into their videos, not actually swallowing. And it looks to me like right before she's about to swallow, she's fake swallowing. She spits the food out and then she's like, you know, it's not hard to do that. And then you overlay the video with a swallowing sound and you can fool a lot of people, because I don't believe she's actually eating it. And maybe she is throwing in some bites. That's believable, but I don't believe all of it is being eaten.
It's gonna love a fudgy cosmic brownie. I think this is my first time ever having
Gone again. It just vanishes. She doesn't actually swallow anything.
a gingerbread cookie, and I kind of like it. Like, I love anything that's very seasonal and that romanticizes my life, and this definitely tastes very Christmassy.
Her mouth literally went from having a large cookie in it to nothing and then a fake swallow. Look at it. So I'm rewinding it right now. Look, her mouth is filled right here. Boom. She cut it and it's empty. And now she's fake swallowing right there. You can't pull one past the old Hayden. How many of you guys got fooled? Filled. Cut.
These are
Fake
nice
swallow.
and peanut buttery because they're like Nutty Buddies.
Filled mouth. Cut. Fake swallow. Fake sound.
Comment down below what dessert I should do next.
That might actually be real. Anywho, I wanted to read a couple of comments that you guys had left on previous catching influencers and exposing influencers for lying. If you guys haven't seen those videos, highly recommend you check them out. And if you guys want to get featured in the next episode, definitely make sure to drop a comment down below. I ignore influencers because they're like 99% liars. I also find the entire industry of fake lifestyle, empty heads, frivolous waste, and pretense to be repugnant. If a brand wants my dollar, be good enough that one of my friends recommends it. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm in the middle of editing the video. And who's to say your friend wasn't influenced by an influencer and then recommended it to you. It's like a big revolving circle that all apparently leads back to influencers.
I met our newest model at Myrtlebrook Preserve. No, the one that's in North Lakeland. And you look like the perfect owner.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday.
Is this the behind the scenes?
And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available with 22 kilograms of baggage included.
I'm crying. You see, the funny part is, since I started doing TikTok, I mean, most of my TikToks I do out in public and it's fine. Nobody really sees me. I just use my cell phone and it is what it is. I don't use a tripod because the public shaming that I would feel, like just the awkwardness, the cringe from having a tripod out in public. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it. I haven't tried, but I don't think I have it in me to do so. Even crazier, around my house when I make like my TikToks for videos, I like to do like a POV, like a real-time use case. I get this thing that I bought for like $5 on it, $10 on Amazon. I put it over my head and my phone attaches to it. Don't be naughty with this POV here, but I can use it like this and it's pretty cool. So that's what I like to use. And if I was doing this in public, I couldn't. I have to do it in my house or like, I don't know, in my garage. That's how I like to make tool reviews. And I'm starting to do tech reviews because I find it cool and fun. And I like using the stuff to help because I like to make content. So to get caught like that, it's very cringe. I understand it because I'm kind of in the niche. But it's always cringe when I see influencers in the wild. It truly is. Anywho, I wanted to read. Now, this is a new section. I've been forgetting to mention it in my previous episodes here. I decided to open up memberships on the channel. Super cheap. At one point, I wanted to do a P.O. box, and I figured it was too expensive, and people that don't live in the country, it'd be harder to mail stuff to me. So I just opened the subscriptions. I think it's like $1. I set it to be the cheapest, what it would cost normally for like a postage stamp, 99 cents. So if you guys want your comments read and actually commented by me, because I'm telling you guys, thousands of comments every month, 4, 6, 8,000 comments. I can't read through them all. This is a way for you guys to get featured on the channel. A much greater chance, like this person is. You get higher ranking in the comment section. It's a way to interact on the channel. And also you will get shouted out on banners. I think I need one more person to be a member. And you'll be featured on my page right when you click on my YouTube channel, which is super cool. So definitely make sure to check out memberships if you haven't already. It's super cool. It's super cheap. And it's a great way if you're trying to get through to me. I can actually see, and I always answer all the members' comments here. So check it out. It seems many influencers refuse to realize that dishonesty and extorting compensation are sins, just like stealing. The bakery seems outstanding, but more important, the owner clearly has big overhead and is employing a fair number of staff. It's admirable. It's also easier to tear things down than to build them up. God bless that bakery owner. Thanks for the video, Hayden. Consider a live stream when you hit 100,000 subs soon. And yes, technically you are an influencer, but not how it's commonly defined today. I did ask in that video that if you guys haven't watched, I recommend you check out the last one. If I would be considered an influencer. It's weird because that's not why I started this channel. I wanted to be like a de-influencer and just call out the nonsense that's happening in this world. But it's just weird how it's what it's turning into. So I don't know. Huge shout out to Michael for leaving that comment. I like that a lot. 100K is right around the corner, guys. I'm super excited. If you haven't already, definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's completely free. It doesn't cost a dime. And it does help support. The faster we get to 100K, the bigger the giveaway is going to be. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already.
They said they're not going to comp the meal. We just did a whole video with a whole professional cameraman. Bill's $246.
And that was what we're calling Boy Glamorama or Glamorama 2.0. Where do these people get the audacity? For those who are not aware of this massive influencer and his reach, this is Mock with his 16,400 followers and under 1 million likes. And Mock here thinks that that's enough for him to demand a $246 meal for free because one of the managers said, hey, you should check us out. Friend, that does not mean let us comp your meal. When someone says you should check us out, that is not an invitation for a totally free meal. If they said, hey, we want to give you some food, that's what that means. And his actual food review is fine. That's not the problem. Guys, you can make food reviews. You cannot keep expecting these people to give you these foods and things for free, especially when you order $250 worth of food. Get out of here. And of course, I want to shout out the restaurant. It's Sophie's Cork and Ale. They're in Lexington, North Carolina. If you guys are local, go check it out. Somebody else make a food review. The food actually looked phenomenal. He said it was good. It probably is. But this is not the way to go about it, friends.
See, in my opinion, this seems like a communication issue. It is the audacity to say that afterwards is pretty insane, to try to really badmouth that business afterwards on camera to make them feel bad. That's kind of pushing it. I think he crossed the line with that one, but I think it's a communication issue. This should have been worked out prior to ordering or any sort of exchange of business. My opinion, he should have asked, hey, you want to collab? Yes, so on and so forth. Will you be supplying the food? Should I be paying for it? Figure this stuff out before you start, getting into bed with each other, if that makes sense here. And then you wouldn't have these issues at all. But I don't see anything wrong with exchanging content for, food or product or service, because at the end of the day, there is a demand for it and there is a market. Somebody's offering you their platform, which generates lots of eyes and an audience to get you more customers. You guys have seen what Keith Lee has done in that community, in the space of restaurants. They've been doing it for a long time. Look at all the TV shows previously. This is just a new version of it. Look at all the, dive back and dive-ins and dines. I don't even remember the name. The guy with the white pokey, spiky hair, or that restaurant or that TV show where the guy would fix up the restaurants. They would get publicity and people would go and check them out. This is essentially the same thing. Just people like you and I have been able to get involved in it. No longer do you need to have a massive film crew and a TV show to get a platform anymore. Now you can do it just through your cell phone, which is awesome. A long time ago, before influencers was a thing, 2004, a friend and I went to a restaurant because she had to review a restaurant for an assignment where she is not all to name the restaurant, okay? When the staff noticed she was taking notes, they were only about the menu items. Our experience completely changed. The staff became super attentive. We were given free items at the end of the meal. We told them that we would be paying for everything that was brought to us because the notes were for a class assignment. The manager came over. He thanked us for our honesty and still said that we didn't have to pay for the items we didn't order. To this day, I think it is the best restaurant that I've ever been to. I have over the years taken everyone that I could to dine there. That being said, I take people recording their experience at restaurants with a grain of salt because I firsthand saw how it isn't a typical experience. That's very true. And back in that time period, maybe they thought she was a food critic or something. Very possible back then. But this is also very true. Nowadays, like I said in my other video, the experiences are different. And lots of times it goes both ways. Influencers can hype up something that doesn't actually taste good, or the restaurants, as she's explaining, can hype up their experience and their food and lie and be deceiving as well. So it goes both ways. You have to be careful. And that's why it's hard to believe half the stuff we see on the internet. POV, a regular night at dinner in... Oh my gosh. See, the way I see things going now is everything is becoming so oversaturated. Back in the day when YouTube first started, just seeing somebody talking or filming themselves with a camera was weird or cringe or taboo. It still kind of is. But it's gotten to the point where so many people now are doing it with their phones and taking videos and stuff that's become saturated, and it's so much harder now to become a food reviewer where you have to keep, pushing the envelope. You have to keep doing things bigger and more grand and crazier and more extreme because for the most part, everyone's done everything now. So here's an example. I don't know how. I could never do that. The public shaming and the social anxiety I would get, I couldn't do it. It's just not in me. But you see how you have to keep pushing the boundaries and becoming more extreme in order to be relevant or to be viral, because everything has been done now and everything's been recorded. So it becomes harder and harder and harder. Big Groove, not entirely the problem. It's his cameraman enabling it and carrying on with him like a fool. This is so embarrassing. I have him blocked on everything. Grown man, by the way. But this is my point, is because if he just did a normal food review, it's just not going to get viral anymore. Maybe it would be back, 10, 15 years ago, but now you have to keep doing things more extreme in order to stay relevant.
Come with me to address the influencer who called out a small business for making him pay for his own food. So Jorge here is a food influencer who posted this video after going to a restaurant in North Carolina.
They said they're not gonna comp the meal. We just did a whole video with a whole professional cameraman. Bill's $246. Manager is trash.
Now, in his conversation with the restaurant, at no point was any form of payment discussed.
That's the problem.
Don't take my word for it. Listen to Jorge.
He had no prior agreement. We did not agree if the food was going to be comped or if I was going to be paid.
And yet, according to the manager, Jorge decided to show up with 3 friends, and they decided to order 6 appetizers, 5 entrees, 5 glasses of wine, and 2 desserts. Now, according to Jorge, this isn't about the money, it's about the principle.
It's $260 between 4 people. I don't care. I paid the bill like it's nothing.
Now that's interesting, because Mr. Moneybags here decided to leave without tipping his waiter, who spent 3 hours serving him. At the end of Jorge's video, he says this is going to cost the restaurant thousands of dollars in business because they won't get his promotion. Well, I want to test that theory, so if you're still watching, go follow Sophie's Corkinale on social media, and if you can, stop by to show your support.
I've never witnessed this before in my life, but I just did. I just saw a girl. I'm at a really hard trail, by the way, like a really, really hard one, and she pulls up in a Tesla as I'm finishing my run. She pulls up, she sets up a fucking tripod at the trailhead, as if she was like finishing her thing and like showing off her outfit, like did the little like kick your foot up.
Cringe.
She had long hair, brown long hair. It was like perfect. She was like wearing like kind of workout clothes, but she clearly wasn't working out. And I'm like, and then she drove away. She showed up, set up her tripod, did a little get ready with me, kind of like, let's go hike. And then she fucking left. I'm floored. That. And then here I am, I just did 10 miles with 3,400 feet of climbing. It's like, if you're gonna be a pretender, at least, like, look like you did some work, you know?
Unreal. Social media has ruined everything. Social media is full of imposters. Your face says how tough that trail was. The fact that I just scrolled through Gavoida Peak Trail Run Girl, and every video has a "Do you drive a Tesla?" comment. I hate us. Back in the day, we called them posers. That's really what all this is. We've made tons of videos on all these fake runs, influencers lying. I just love how they're getting caught so easy. That's why it is so important. Just don't lie. It's not good. You're going to get caught one way or another. It's going to come back to you. It's much easier to just tell the truth, even if it hurts a little bit in the beginning. Anywho, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. Hopefully you liked today's episode. I know it wasn't entirely on finance as much as I'd like it to be, but I still think it's very important to talk about this. This has a lot to do with marketing. Does somewhat have to do with money if you're an influencer or trying to be, or a personal brand. There are a lot of good points that we did discuss here, but let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments section below. And if you haven't already, definitely make sure to smash a like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. And if you haven't seen my Exposing Influencers for Lying episode, definitely make sure to check it out right after this. Peace.